especially welcome you to Good Morning Abuja this morning. It's going to be a jolly good ride, even though I'm home alone. Don't worry, just get a cup of coffee, whatever it is you love to drink in the morning. Just get it, sit back, relax, and please let's do this together. I am Pamela Zamfara. Welcome back from that break. If you've just joined us, the program is still Good Morning Abuja. Now, you know what they say about education. When you educate a nation, it set things in a positive motion for us to achieve greatness as a nation. Now, we will be talking education and gender-based violence. We have in the studio Hadiza Salihu Ingawa, who is the head of Gender Unit FCT Education Secretariat. You know, when you're talking about education, she's like an encyclopedia of knowledge since she has been in the education sector for over 30 years. Welcome to the studio, Ma.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Ma. This is Hadiza Ingawa.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you are the head of Gender Unit.
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
So what is the mandate of that unit?
The mandate of a gender unit is to implement gender-friendly policies in all FCT schools.
Okay.
Just like child protection, CRA. You know, the child, they need to know what are their basic rights. Their basic right, like education, is their basic right, and also to be fed well nutritionally, you know, to be accommodated, to be, you know, to become disciplined, to train them, you know, in the best way that a human being or person should be.
Okay. So what exactly is gender-based violence?
Well, gender-based violence is violence that is directed to a person because of his or her gender.
Okay.
And school-related gender-based violence is an act of sexual, physical, psychological violence that happen in and around the schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
What specific types of violence are peculiar to schools in the FCT?
Well, usually gender-based violence is not. You cannot say this is peculiar to this place and peculiar to that place.
Okay.
Gender-based violence, especially school-related, are basically the same.
Okay.
Yes, they are basically the same.
Okay.
You know, usually sexual, just like I mentioned earlier, you know, physical, you know, those are the violence that usually happen in school, you know, and this can be done either by the teachers, non-teaching staff, you know, academically, or even the security, or within the students themselves.
Wow.
Yes.
At what is there an age limit or an age that a child begins to be violated, or it just starts at any?
No, violation is at any age.
Wow.
Yes, sometimes in fact from zero.
Wow.
Yes, from zero to adulthood, you know, is people, especially girls and women, are more vulnerable on this violation. It doesn't have an age limit, you know, it happens to everybody, you know, like me, I can be violated, you can be violated, and imagine, you know, you are adult, you know what is good for you, you know what is not good for you, and you know what to do and you know what to do, what not to do, but still, you can be violated. Yes.
Okay. So children or students who face all these forms of violation, does it have any effect on them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It does. It does. Especially as a student, you know, there is very low performance academically, you know, drop out, you know, early physical and mental health, like depression, you know, low self-esteem, you know, these are all the things that affect the student. And once these things affect the student, you need to be guiding them, you need to be counseling them, you need to bring them close to you so that you can discuss issues, show them you really care and you are there for them and you can do anything for them. You have to accommodate them, you have to bring them close to you.
As you speak, I can see the passion.
Yes, I love
Yes,
I love my job. I love anything about gender, and I love girl child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So now we've identified a problem.
Yes.
What causes this problem, and are there possible ways of preventing so that we can get to a point where we say, okay, there's no violence totally, it has been eradicated? Can we after telling us the causes, can you tell us if we can get to that point?
Well, the causes of school-related gender-based violence that we are talking about, a lot of it is peer group. Friends, influence. Influence of friends is one of the greatest enemy of gender-based violence.
Okay.
And also. You just have to bring, as I said earlier, you just have to bring the person close to you. And the prevention of all this gender-based violence is really, the school. You have to set you have to continue to talk with the student through guidance and counseling, and this has to be regular. You have to continue. You just say, I have done it today, so I will not do it next week, or I will not. No, it has to be continuous.
Okay.
And one of the things that we do in FCT schools, we have gender clubs, we have gender assembly weekly. Every week there is gender assembly, and on this gender assembly, issues are discussed, for the students. If there is any pressing issue that need to be told, to the student, they are told. And gender club, is where they can, have one-on-one with their gender desk officer or guidance and counseling.
Yeah.
If you have any pressing issue, or if you have any abuse, you can now open up, because that one is not that they come as group. They are group, but you have one-on-one relationship with the guidance and counseling. You discuss issue. So the pressing issue may be at home or maybe within school, but they are discussed there, and they are encouraged to come and discuss those issues. And then if we need to, take further action, we now take further action. If it is something that we need involve, other government stakeholders, other government agency like NAPTI, like SDS, a Social Development Secretariat, and like also PTA, we involve them, in it, so that, because the earlier, if you are involved with your with the issue of your school, with your child's schools, you will be able to open up. You will be able to know exactly what is happening.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's say I have a child, or I am a teacher, and there is a child in my class that is facing violence. How do I, because sometimes they don't open up.
Exactly. That is why we have the club.
Okay.
Because the club, the main thing is for you to be able to come. If you are part of that club, you will be able to have a forum, that you will be able to open up. And all our teachers are trained to be able to, to have one-on-one relationship.
Okay.
Because the problem is a lot of it, if there is any abuse or any violated right, usually students don't come and report it to the teacher or to the principal. Usually they report to a friend, because they are afraid maybe by the time they come, they'd come and discuss it, then it become, so that's where confidentiality is very important, And if the teacher, the important thing for the teacher is to bring the children, the student close to her, know your student individually, not as group. And if you see any sign or change of attitude in terms of behavior or in terms of anything, you will be able to say, no, this is something is wrong. Sometimes the person will be timid, will be remote, will just be isolated. He doesn't want to relate with people. Then watch out. There has to be something. So get that student. Come. John, please come. I have seen some changes with you. What is it? Please tell me. What is it? Hug him. Bring him close to you. And then by the time you do that, he sees that yes, you really care. Believe me, he will open up. Or she will open up.
Okay.
Yes.
How about the issue of stigma?
Yes.
Because, by the time that is being done to you, you are ashamed, you are,
Exactly.
What happens? How are you fighting stigma?
Honestly, it's one of the greatest things, and believe me, it is not easy. Just as I said, the important and critical thing is the love that you show, and that is a passion that you show in dealing with that person that his right has been violated. You know, once you bring that atmosphere, you know, the atmosphere is conducive, you know, for the person to open up and, you know, to say, okay, it is between me and you. And if the person say he doesn't want anybody to know, please do not go and start talking to other teachers, you know, and tell them, did you know what happened? Do you know what happened to Habiba? You know, she was, you know, she was abused sexually by so person. No, you know, bring her, Habiba. You know, I'm here for you, and I will give you all the necessary support that you need. And believe me, let's keep it. You want me to keep it a secret? I will keep it a secret for you, between me and you. Then you need to come in with a counselor, professional counselor, that needs to be talking to her, you know, bringing her close, and encouraging her, you know, by maybe empowering her, you know, tell her, what do you have passion for? You know, if she tell you, okay, I have passion in sewing, or I have passion in bead making, please try to put her into that club and let her be making that, so that she will not be isolated. She will, exactly, you know, and then she will feel, okay, so it is nothing, you know, so I am part of the society, and the society have to accept her, have to take her, that you will not be, you know, you will not be showing her, see Habiba.
As you speak, I can see your love and passion for children.
Thank you very much. Yes, I do. Honestly,
yes,
I
I can see it really.
Yes.
So, just lastly, before we go, how do you want parents to support you in this fight against gender violence?
Okay. You know, in any society or in any human, the first contact is the parent.
Yes.
You know, and as the child grow, you know, especially when he become an adolescent, that's where problems, you know, issues start. That's where the parent need to bring that child very close to them. You need to be his best or her best friend, and you need to have talk. You need to have a discussing issue. Don't be afraid to be parenting. To parent, don't be afraid. Discuss drugs. Discuss sexuality with the child, you know, and tell them, this is what is right and this is what is not right. This is what we accept, and know that is, let the child know there is limit within the family.
Yes.
You know, that you cannot go beyond so and you cannot go above so. So the best thing is bringing the child close to you, show them love, care for them, and let them be, you know, something that we can talk. And also another thing, by that age, make sure you check. You know, you check their school bags, if they are day students, and if they are boarding, when they come back, you know, check and make sure that you don't see anything that is not supposed to be there. Even if you see a pencil that you do not give that child, how did you get that?
Ask.
How did you get that pencil? Because I know I didn't buy it for you. Let him explain to you how he got it, and then from there you will be able to correct, you will be able to guide, you will be able to say, this is what you are supposed to do, or this is what you are not supposed to do. You know, so honestly speaking, parents, they need to bring their children very, very close to them, you know, and show them the care and love that they need.
It's really been an interesting conversation. I actually think I should actually feel we should go on.
Yes,
but
please,
you know,
can we?
you,
No, we have
but you know,
we
time.
There is a lot to say.
Yes, there's a lot to say about it. Probably in our next edition, we could still bring you back to talk on this, because
I will be
it is
more than willing to be
yes,
here.
because it's an important topic.
Definitely.
Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
thank you.
welcome,
I really, you know, I'm really grateful.
You're welcome, ma.
Thank you, dear.
It's been an interesting conversation with Hadiza Salihu Ingawa. It's really heart touching, and when she was talking, I could see the passion in her. Let's educate our children properly and try to bring sexual violence to the barest minimum that we can. Good Morning Abuja continues shortly. Welcome back from that break. If you've just joined us, you've missed a lot. Okay, we've been having a lot of fun, and joining us virtually is a beauty queen. She's not the usual beauty queen, no, she's a 10-year-old girl. She is Little Miss Abuja. Now, she is in person of Queen Anita Oyiwodu Ogbu. Hi, Queen Anita.
Yes, ma'am.
What inspired you to go into pageantry?
I have always wanted to be a crown queen because I love pageantry and modeling, and I want to help the less privileged, most especially those who are out of school, through charity work.
Have you participated in any other pageantry?
Yes, I have participated in Little Miss Otupo from Benue State.
What was your experience during the pageantry?
My experience was wonderful, most especially during the rehearsal section because I got to make friends, I met new people, I saw new faces, and it was amazing.
How long are you going to wear this crown?
I'm going to hold the crown for 1 year, but this 1 year, I'm going to make it a memorable lifetime experience for me and the kids in Abuja.
Do you have plans to assist your peer group, and how do you intend to go about doing that?
I would like to increase the awareness on the importance of girl child education and also create poverty alleviation awareness programs to assist children and teenagers through entrepreneurship skills. And I would like to be an advocate for every girl child that has been maltreated, molested, and both the Sickle Cell Foundation. And I will try my best to use my office to put an end to child abuse. Thank you.
Okay, so what are your hobbies?
I love I love dancing and I do play basketballs.
So if there's a young girl looking at this, watching this program now, and she wants to be like you, what advice do you have for her?
They should always be focused on their studies. Thank you.
Okay, it's been an interesting time with Queen Anita Oyiwodu Ogbu. We wish you well in your future endeavors, Queen Anita, and I am so impressed that you can speak well even at your age.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Anita Oyiwodu Ogbu, for being on the program. We wish you well in your future endeavors. It's been an interesting outing, really. Weather wraps it up for us this morning. We've had fun. It's been an all-girl outing, from the beauty queen, the gender-based violence person who came to talk to us. And I learned a thing. Let's be close to our children so we can know what's happening in their lives. It's a beautiful morning, and we wish you well in all your endeavors. And as you go about doing your business this morning, we hope that we have motivated you enough to get up and pursue your dreams. It's a beautiful morning. Goodbye, and do have a lovely day from the entire production crew. Bye.